But today, we've got a different focus. The kickoff of the 2026 midterm elections, that starts with us here now. You heard it here, folks. We're beginning 2026 today because here at Next Up, we're always looking to do things different. We're always thinking, what's next up that can be better? What can be different? If the old ways are not serving the public interest, we want to change things. We want to make sure that if you're voting in 2026, whatever election, whatever part of the country you live in, that you get the best information about what the candidates are like, who they are, what they believe in. So on today's program, the very first debate, we believe, of the 2026 cycle, moderated by me, but not about me. It's not about the moderators. The moderators should stay out of the way. It's about the candidates and, of course, most of all, about the voters. So joining us today, two candidates who are running to be the next governor of California, Democrat Stephen Klubeck and Republican Steve Hilton, both of whom hope to replace Gavin Newsom. He's term limited. That's a very big job, very big job. And they'll be here, but not like a normal network debate that you've seen. We're not going to have buzzers. We're not going to have time segments. No attempts by me to ask clever questions to try to trip up the moderator. No desire on my part to become the story. This is the kind of format that I've long advocated. Just two candidates running for the same job, directly engaging with each other, addressing the issues that matter most. Okay? You don't have to have a legacy news anchor who's there rooting for one candidate or the other. We've all seen that in some of the recent high-profile debates where one side just doesn't trust that the moderator is actually fair. So what you need in this era of new media, of independent media, is you need an unbiased moderator. Folks, put me in, I'm ready to play. Gently guiding a real conversation that focuses on issues, not gotcha questions. It can be illuminating and entertaining, but it should be informative. It should give the format and this execution, should give the voters the information they need when they head to the polls in about 364 days at the next election time. So I am going to moderate this debate in a manner that you can trust will be unbiased, you can trust will be taken seriously, and again, not the old way. The old debate format, it's needed updating for a long time. The format we're going to use today, I've seen it used before. I've done it on a few occasions, but it's the exception. People want candidates behind podiums. They want opening statements of a certain length. They want timers. They want buzzers. They want complicated rules. I'm going to try to make sure both candidates today get about equal time to speak, for sure. That's part of being fair. But it should be about what kind of debate can give the voters the best opportunity to learn about the candidates and give the candidates the best opportunity to show how they think, what plans they have, what they're doing to make themselves ready to get a big job. And there's no bigger job than governor of California. I really do believe that in this race, which is wide open, Katie Porter is the Democrat, was considered the front runner. But right now, I think because of the trouble she's had, this is wide open. The issues in California are the same or similar as the issues voters face all over the country. This is a mega state. It's our biggest state. It's got a massive economy. But again, the issues, economy, infrastructure, transportation, education, crime, those are issues in all 50 states. The format we use today, where I basically just try to let the candidates have a conversation, I intercede, to keep the time equal, to make sure that they stay on track. We will offer that up to candidates across the country in all different types of races. This is where the new format is so important. The old formats, they can be entertaining, but do they tell you enough about the candidates? Do they let the candidates talk rather than the moderators? That's the goal here. That's the kind of format we need. And we've got the time here, right? We've got over an hour of this program to let the candidates talk. I'm excited about this format. I'm excited about the election. California uses a different system in their elections than most of the country. You've got an open primary, right? So in the primary, everybody votes in the primary, regardless of party or whether they're an independent, and every candidate appears on the ballot, regardless of party, Democrat, Republican, Green Party, whatever it is. Sometimes you end up with, because it's California, with two Democrats making it to the general election. Our two guests today, the two people putting themselves forward, they want to win and get one of those final two slots for the general. Maybe it'll be against each other. Maybe they'll run against each other first in this open primary and then in the general election. But this is complicated, right? Because it's a different system, but the fact remains the same. This new format, and I say it's new, people have used it before, but this format, new perhaps to some of you, and for this program, the format we'll use is to me so much better. It allows long, extended conversations on important issues, and you get to see how the candidate thinks on their feet because they can question each other, they can play off each other, and hopefully, and these two guys we have on today, I think will be great for this. They can agree where they agree. It doesn't have to be all about combat. It can be about showing you how they think, showing you what ideas they have as a voter, getting a sense of what they're like. I have found in watching debates, and I've watched a lot of them, that the standard format of timed answers and behind podiums, it's all pre-canned. You don't really get much of a sense of what the candidates are actually like. In this format, it's different. Okay. And not every session will have the exact same issues. I may not time it perfectly. It may not be that both candidates get the exact down to the second equal time. But if they trust the format, then everybody wins. I win because I get to do a great debate that I don't have to worry about being the news or how great my performance is or have I written the questions in this great gotcha manner. The candidates, I think, win because they don't have to worry about pre-canned answers. Now, if they're not great debaters or thinkers or talkers, if they don't have original ideas, maybe they won't love the format. But I think most people who run for office think they know what they stand for and welcome the opportunity to just have a relaxed conversation. But most of all, I think the voters win because you get a much better sense with this format, a much better sense of what they're actually like. And as I said, this format is very consistent with what we do here, what we do in new media, independent media. We're not wedded to the past and doing things the way they've always been done just because they've always been done that way. We're not trying to make the media the story. We're trying to open things up. We're trying to make it possible for everybody to hear and everybody to speak. And then finally, this is about ideas. Will it be entertaining? I hope it will be, and I think it will be. But it's about ideas. It's about serious things. It's about long form, not 2-minute answers or a 2-minute report on the news, a long discussion. The first time I saw this, it may be surprising to you, this format used, Phil Donahue, the old TV host, was picked to moderate a debate between Bill Clinton and Jerry Brown in the 1992 campaign. And the previous debates in that campaign had been the traditional format. And instead, it was Bill Clinton and Jerry Brown and Phil Donahue sitting around a table just talking. And Donahue, he talked a little bit more than I'm going to talk today, but he just teed up the topics. And it was a revelation for me. It was the first campaign I'd ever covered full time. And it was a revelation. I'd heard Bill Clinton talk as a candidate for many months before that revelatory debate occurred. And I never heard him talk that way before that day's debate because it was long and conversational, and it was the two candidates engaging. And there's a lot you can learn about their ideas. There's also a lot you can learn about their personality, how they deal with leadership, how they deal with shaping a discussion. There's so much on display, so much on offer with this format that's simply not available with the traditional format. So I'm psyched about today. I'm psyched about today's episode. Sometimes you got to ask yourself, are you being lied to? They tell you that you max out on your 401k and on your IRA and then make you beg for permission to use your own money. It's time to get the full truth and discover a better way to grow and protect your money. Bank on Yourself is the proven retirement plan that's an alternative to banks and Wall Street, and they desperately don't want you to ever hear about it. It gives you guaranteed growth and tax-free retirement income. Your plan stays protected even when the markets dip. You're in control with access to your money anytime for emergencies or opportunities that come along without any penalties or restrictions. And even when you use your fund, your money keeps growing like you never touched it. Plus, with built-in inflation protection, your savings grow by a larger dollar amount every year. It's real financial security and peace of mind with a retirement plan that works for you. Right now, you can get a free report that reveals how you can bank on yourself and enjoy tax-free retirement income, guaranteed growth, and control of your own money. Just go to bankonyourself.com/Mark and get your free report. Again, that's bankonyourself.com/Mark, bankonyourself.com/Mark.